I am back after like a week of mental recovery over what the fuck just happened. Okay, we're gonna go sleep. Okay, don't be putting some foreshadows in here. Oh, the Velvet Room. This is the Velvet. Welcome.
It's been quite some time.
Actually, it has since we've done a forced visit.
Not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world.
Yes, we know.
I have summoned you within your dreams.
It is known, yeah.
Now then, your journey has taken you quite a distance thus far.
It has, and I want to cry.
Do you believe you'll be able to successfully solve this mystery?
Yes. I can solve it.
Splendid.
What do you take me
The precise
for?
destination of this vehicle, that too is getting rather hard to judge.
What does that even mean,
If we
Igor?
continue driving blindly, we may end up leading you further away from the mystery that you must reach.
Uh-huh.
Well, why don't we take a moment to look back on your journey?
Okay, wait, before we do that. Sorry, Igor, I just needed to turn down the volume a bit, but yeah.
It was for that purpose that I summoned you here tonight.
Okay.
Margaret?
Look at him. He's kind of whack. Voices you heard many times before echo in your mind.
You gave me the opportunity to start walking.
Oh, fuck.
We are experiencing the words engraved into your memory during your journey.
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things.
All right, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need. If we leave any unanswered questions behind,
Yo,
we'll
Rip.
just be lying to ourselves.
Yumi's the only one I've maxed out
as
that's
hard
not in
as
my
I
party.
can and try to help.
Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Oh my god, GA.
Right. Together.
And it seems you have comrades with you as well. Those heading in the same direction through this dense fog.
The car is
We'll be
stuck in the
parked for the moment while I confirm our current heading.
As I mentioned previously, this year will signal a great change in your life. Though
Will it?
there isn't much time left, it can be worth your while to take the time to stop and reflect.
People are like water flowing in a river. There is only one
One
stream,
stream.
but all who pass through it are affected differently. Some travel fast, some change their course, experiencing countless events as they travel down the river of time.
Just so. The state of this room reflects the scenery of your heart. Perhaps this may be a time for contemplation rather than action.
Oh, can hear something in the distance. It was a doorbell. Yumi is the only one that I have. Seems like you've been sleeping until you heard the doorbell ringing. Someone seems to be at the door. Yo, Namatame, hello? Oh, it's Yosuke.
Teddy's missing.
Oh,
I looked all over the neighborhood, but I couldn't find him anywhere.
God. I'm worried.
Yeah, me too. He was acting all weird lately.
Guys, I don't...
Saying the others are checking inside the TV to see if he's gone back to the other side.
Huh? You know, if they go there, they can't
We're
come
meeting
back,
pretty
right?
Soon, so will you come with me to Juness?
Wait, if Teddy's not there, then you guys can't come back. Huh? Or can Risei take us back now?
It's no use, man. We can't find him.
No luck for me either. I didn't sense anything over there.
Yeah, okay.
The
So
fog's
Risei can
dense,
bring
it might
herself
be
back.
affecting my readings. I wish I could do better. I'm sorry.
You did the best you could, Risei. That's what matters.
Don't tell me he really went back to his world this time.
No.
I told him over and over that he could stay here.
I mean, he was kind of dense, but I think he knew that. This may be a time for contemplation rather than action. That is what Igor said, but... He'll be back for sure, lads.
Yeah. We'll just have to believe in him for now. He plays dumb a lot, but he's attached to us deep down. He wouldn't disappear without saying anything, right?
Nah, you wouldn't.
I'm worried for Teddy myself, but let's trust in him and await his return. Right now, we must concentrate on the case. It won't be long before Namatame is transferred to another location. We must hurry, or we will miss our only chance to get his perspective on this.
You know, I've been thinking about the case since, but something just doesn't seem right.
Let's quickly review the facts.
Oh, God.
Of all the victims, only 2 were killed. Miss Yamano,
No,
the announcer, and
Saki.
Saki-san. From the documents we found in the car, we know Namatame had some sort of dealings with them. After that, there were multiple attempted murders in which we were targeted.
Yeah.
It was only when he took Nanako-chan that we caught him in the act, identifying his modus operandi in the process.
Modus
Well, I
operandi.
hear you doing that. Sounds like the dude's guilty.
Nato.
As a result of Namatame's arrest, the
Nato.
police admitted that
I forgot.
Mitsuo Kubo was a mere copycat killer.
Back up to yesterday. Remember when you said Namatame didn't have a motive to kill the announcer? That's what's bothering me.
Yeah, then why'd he do it?
Either he's completely nuts, or we're misunderstanding something.
You lost me.
She's trying to say that if Namatame is sane, then there may be facts in the case we don't know about yet.
Sane or insane? Sounds like a play I saw before.
I don't get that
Talks
joke.
about saving people? What does that actually mean? I don't think there's any doubt that it includes kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
Could he mean saving them through death? He did call himself a savior and said that the other side is a wonderful world.
So they'll be saved if they die? What a bunch of crap! The bastard should have gone and saved himself. What do you think,
Kanji.
Senpai?
There's something else.
If you think about it normally, it's gotta be him. But there ain't nothing normal about that world anyways.
Oh god, they're all looking at
There's
me
something
expecting
I've
an
been
answer.
wondering about for a while. When we first encountered him, he said, "You're the ones I saved. Don't worry, I'll save this girl too." So, if he saves people by killing them, did he save us too? Wouldn't he actually have failed to save us?
You raise a good point.
Wow.
If he thinks that salvation comes only through death, his words to us make no sense. And another thing, the Namatame who appeared on the Midnight Channel said he failed to save Nanako-chan.
Well, maybe he really was trying to save the victims by putting them inside the TV.
It's just a consequence.
Come on, don't get all quiet like that. You guys know I just say the first dumb thing that pops into my head.
The possibility that he truly intended to save us.
But he's still the one who threw in Saki-senpai and that announcer, right? Sure, we haven't nailed down his motives, but that doesn't change the fact that he killed them. Or what? You think someone else was involved? What makes you think so?
Possibility of the culprit signs on time. Would there be something that proves this possibility? Oh lordy. I would say the warning letter. Because I don't think Namatame knew who we were, right? I'm gonna say the warning letter.
Warning letter? Oh yeah. Whatever happened to that thing?
No clue.
If Namatame's the killer, he must have been the one who wrote it, right?
Let's review them.
Called it the first warning letter said don't rescue anymore. And then the second one said if you don't stop this time, someone close will be put in and killed.
Yes, that's right.
Isn't that kind of odd? Would someone who thinks he's saving people by killing them write stuff like don't rescue or kill?
Correct.
Yeah, and the will be put in and killed part doesn't make sense either. If the killer was writing it, wouldn't it be more like I'll put in and kill?
Hey, could this mean...
Wrote it wrong. The letter wasn't for me. Namatame didn't write it. We got another one, boys.
Yeah. It's almost like someone else wrote this letter.
But only the killer would write such a letter and deliver it to Dojima-san's house, right?
Uh-huh.
If someone else wrote it, that could only mean...
Dear God. Since this is such an unusual case, I was absolutely convinced that other than the Kubo incident, there was one culprit.
So Namatame really was trying to save his victims?
I think so.
Everything is exactly the opposite of what it first seemed. In Namatame's parlance, failing would have been the first 2 cases when the victims died. If he had used his method twice and failed both times, he would hardly have continued using the TV. And yet he did. It all seems to suggest that someone else wrote this warning letter while observing the entire case.
Here's what I think. Someone else is controlling him, and they're like, I'm gonna kill this person. And he's like, okay, if I throw him into the TV, they can't be hurt by him. But then they die by them shadows themselves, and he'll think that the person who was killing them did it instead of what he did instead.
Someone else? Then it wasn't Namatame that killed Saki-senpai and the announcer?
No, I think he did.
We can't say for certain yet.
I think he did by
We
accident.
urgently need to speak with Namatame face to face.
You'll work together to take another step towards the truth. Oh, the judgment. Ooh. Don't.
How though? After what happened yesterday, they said they're gonna tighten security.
I have a plan.
All right.
But there's no time to waste. Let's hurry to the hospital.
We're gonna have to sneak in.
Hey, this place is off limits.
All right, Mr. Policeman.
I'm a consultant with the police. I'd like a few words with Namatame-san. May I go in?
This is Unit 252, requesting confirmation on an ID. Name of Naoto Shirogane. Huh? Ah, understood.
I see.
Well, you're on the list. I can give you a few minutes, but I'll have to record your conversation with him for security purposes.
Okay.
Not that I expect you'll get anything coherent out of the guy. He's been spouting nothing but gibberish.
I'd like him to accompany me as well.
Is that allowed?
He has no identification, but this is an emergency situation, and he's here in Detective Dojima's stead.
Detective Dojima sent him? I wasn't informed of this.
I'll vouch for his identity.
Well, I guess it's better than dealing with the man himself. We have our hands full with the transport procedures, so the last thing we need is Detective Dojima running wild. Detective Adachi is busy somewhere too. This is Unit 252. Huh? I see.
Has something happened?
There's something about a suspicious object out in the lobby.
Huh?
Well then, this works out nicely. You should back up your colleagues downstairs. We'll keep watch over Namatame-san. A disturbance in a hospital lobby, after all. It sounds serious.
Wow, Nato being a god.
If anything happens, hit the nurse call button. I'll leave the rest to you.
Understood. Please be careful.
Nato using her detective.
I knew they were undermanned, but I didn't expect it to go this smoothly.
Don't worry, we're just too good.
Wow! There's nothing much inside that suspicious object, so he won't be gone long.
Alright, we gotta hurry then.
All right. Now's our chance to talk to
The
Namatame.
Boom.
Namatame-san, there's something we'd like to ask you.
Come on, man.
It's tempting to think that you were the culprit behind this entire case. And to be honest, there are many in this town who hope you are. But we are here to learn the truth. So please, answer our questions.
Huh?
You seem that he understood what you're saying. What should we ask him? Did you kill those 2 girls? Is saving... Oh god, these are complicated questions. Did you kill those 2? Is saving people killing them?
No. If nobody saves them, they'll be killed. That's why I put them in there.
What should you ask him? Okay, you're asking the same questions.
Huh? Me?
Huh. So, the announcer...
They were killed. I couldn't save them.
Then tell me if my estimation is correct so far. After discovering the Yamano and Konishi incidents, you realized an appearance on the Midnight Channel meant certain death. Thus, to save her from that fate, you kidnapped Yukiko Amagi. You couldn't let her be killed, so you threw her into the TV, preventing the killer in this world from reaching her. And you repeated the process as more individuals appeared on the Midnight Channel. It all falls into place.
See? No! My
There's
bad.
another killer who murdered the first 2 victims?
I meant to do this. His body... hold on.
It all falls into place.
Now, that sounds like they cut 2 takes together.
It all falls into place.
That's hilarious. His
body is weak, but his mind is sound. He's trying to tell us the truth.
Yeah, but if the stuff he's saying is true...
There's another killer who murdered the first 2 victims?
Interesting. So he didn't even kill Saki in the announcer. What should you ask him? Who killed the first 2? Why the warning letters? Why did you enter the TV? Who killed the first 2? Do you know?
I have no idea. I want to know that too.
Okay. Why the warning letters?
What are you talking about?
So he did not write them.
I didn't know. I never thought it would be that kind of place.
As I thought.
You believe me?
Yes, sir.
Did they find him? Did they find the one who did such cruel things?
No.
Mayumi.
Please calm down. Our ability to find the culprit rests on you. We know
don't
about
do
the
that to
other
him.
world. In fact, we're the only ones who can fully understand what you have to say.
Only you?
We did blame you for everything at first, but now I think we can accept whatever you got to tell us as truth.
Please, tell us everything you can, calmly and slowly.
You're willing to listen? Do my story?
Yes. He's about to tell a 7-hour epic. And the policeman still ain't gonna be here.
Soon after my affair with Mayumi became common knowledge, I returned to my parents' home, as if to run away from the scandal. And I started drinking heavily to drown my anxieties. I hadn't been able to reach Mayumi at all, and that didn't help either. Mayumi, where are you? She'd been disgraced on all the afternoon shows and forced to resign from the program she was on. I caused her so much trouble. I wanted to at least apologize to her, but I couldn't even do that. I lost the will and energy to do anything. Then, one day, the rumor I heard some time ago came back to me. Since I had nothing better to do, I sat down blankly in front of the TV and watched my own reflection. And all of a sudden, there was Mayumi. Mayumi? Is that you? The Mayumi inside the TV looked as if she was calling to me for help. Mayumi? Mayumi! When I reached out unthinkingly to touch her, my arm disappeared into the TV, as if I had dipped it into a pool of water. I was so shocked that I lost my balance and nearly fell face first into the TV. I was so scared. I couldn't understand what just happened. I thought maybe I'd gone insane. In the end, I decided to think of it as just a dream, and I went back to the city the next day after finishing work. The next afternoon when I got to work,
I like how that was just Mayumi
I was fired on the spot, as I expected. That wasn't what broke me, though. It was Mayumi being found dead. And not just that.
Oh, man.
But it had happened in my hometown.
He's casting his eye down painfully.
I was dumbstruck. But later on, I remembered the image of Mayumi I'd seen that night. Was it not a dream? Could it really have been an SOS from Mayumi? I hadn't touched another TV because the first time was so terrifying, but I decided to try it again, and I confirmed that none of it was a dream. So that image,
real.
was it something Mayumi showed me, calling for help?
Aww.
That's how I felt.
And eventually, you learned of the Midnight Channel.
Mm-hmm.
I remembered that when Mayumi was alive, she was chasing a rumor about some bizarre TV program. I'd heard about it before, but I thought it was just an urban legend.
As did most people, we all did.
But then Mayumi appeared on it, and later turned up dead. The more I thought about it, the harder it became to believe that the two events were unrelated.
Mm-hmm.
Soon after that, I came back to Inaba to answer the police's questions. I'd lost my job, and I wanted to know the truth of Mayumi's death for myself. Then, on another rainy night, someone else appeared on the Midnight Channel. It was a girl.
Saki Konishi.
She looked like she was calling for help, just like Mayumi. The first thing that came into my mind was, maybe this girl will be the next to die.
And that was Saki-senpai.
I'd been following all the news about Mayumi, so I noticed right away that she was the girl who found Mayumi's body. And if my hunch was right, she'd be the next victim. I didn't want her to die the way Mayumi did, so I desperately kept watching. I was consumed with the idea of rescuing her. Then, little by little, her image on the screen came into sharper focus.
It became sharper?
How did you find out it was her?
After I came back, my father couldn't bear to see me in such low spirits, and gave me a job with the family business. I met that girl when I delivered a package to the liquor store.
Oh, this is wild.
After agonizing over it, I decided to meet her, and told her to be careful. But that same night, on the TV,
she was murdered.
She looked as if she was being engulfed by some black shape. She was writhing in pain. That's why I warned her. Why won't she pick up the phone? Come on, please! The next day, they found her dead. I knew she was gonna be murdered, but I couldn't save her. I blamed myself, thinking there must have been something I could have done. There was no one who depended on me. Nobody at work.
Oh, no,
not even my wife. Mayumi was the only one who accepted me for who I was. But she was murdered, and the same person killed another girl. I was beside myself. I couldn't forgive myself for doing nothing.
You really did love Miss Yamano.
No, dog.
Yes. From the bottom of my heart. Before I was married, my wife made it big in show business. I was happy for her, but it put a strain on our relationship.
I think I can kind of relate.
Feels bad.
It was around that time when I met Mayumi. She was interviewing our candidate for the next election. She was a big-name announcer. But she only worked with local stations, and her attitude towards work was similar to mine. We both came from Inaba, so she was easy to talk to. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't help getting intimate with her. She gave meaning to my life.
Yo, this is all sad.
Soon after Saki-san was found dead, yet another girl appeared on TV.
Yukiko Amagi.
Was you. She'll be kidnapped next. And murdered. I can't let her end up like Mayumi and that other girl. This time, I'm gonna do something. My opponent was a murderer who left no clues to his identity. I thought hard about what I could do to protect her from someone like that. I'll never convince her. If she gets suspicious and they arrest me, who'll save her then? The girl inside the TV looked as if she was smiling at me. And that's when it hit me. I apparently had the power to go through the TV screen to the other side. Then, what if I put her into the TV and give her shelter there before the killer gets her? What are you trying to tell me? That it's safe over there? Is that it? The girl inside the TV seemed to smile at me again. And I thought, no matter what kind of place it might be, it's better than being slaughtered. Once things calmed down, I could just let her out again. If she's inside the TV, there's no way they can find her. It felt as if everything was starting to come together in my mind. Could it be that Mayumi gave me that power to prevent any more victims from meeting her fate? Was it my mission to save people? But there was a big problem. If I explained the situation to the victim, they wouldn't understand. I had already tried that and failed miserably.
I literally have no words.
The only thing I could do was to take them away. If that was my mission, I'd just have to do it. Or so I thought. Mayumi, please lend me your strength.
So, since you thought people who appeared on the Midnight Channel would be killed, you kidnapped us in order to save us.
Yes.
Mission? Give me a break! You never stopped and wondered about any of this?
Gee, I give him...
I thought I was the only one who could help them. I did call the police, but they didn't believe me. I knew the area well, thanks to my job. I had a large truck, and I could move around without suspicion. I thought my job as a delivery man would be the perfect cover for my mission. I thought no one else could do it. But are you telling me that I wasn't saving them?
No, sir. And actually, I'm gonna show it all right here. But on the days they were kidnapped, we did pass a delivery truck. Every single time. Yeah. Gotta flash it up, editing me. Go for it. Clap him! Yeah, it was wild.
If a person is still within the TV world when the fog appears here, they will die. Beginning with Yukiko-san, the people you thought you had been saving were, in fact, in mortal peril. It was my friends here who really saved us all.
It's okay, Namatame. You shouldn't blame yourself.
I had a feeling that was it. When I went after that little girl and entered the TV myself, for the first time, I had some doubts about myself.
You refer to Nanako-chan, correct?
Right? Yeah.
The police were after me, so I had to get away. But I still felt I needed to do everything I could to save that poor little girl. That's why I went in after her. But the TV world was completely different than I imagined. Such an abominable, grotesque place. I knew that the three of you who I saved went back to your normal lives, so I didn't realize how terrible that world was. I never knew you couldn't even get out of that place on your own.
No. That's a cowardly way to put it. I'd probably already begun to realize that it was a dangerous place. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have gone to see you all.
See us? Wait, are you talking about the concert we did at Junes?
I did a meme about that.
I wanted to know why the ones I saved were all hanging out with each other, and how much you remembered. But in the end, I couldn't bring myself to say anything and ran home. I must have felt too guilty.
I saw that.
But all the doubts and anxieties I'd been unconsciously suppressing exploded out when I entered the television myself. I thought I was going insane. I probably did. And you know the rest. When I came to,
I was lying
in a hospital bed.
You really were trying to save people.
But I ended up doing just the opposite. What a fool. I always wanted to enter the world of politics and become useful to society.
Aww.
But after losing my job and the woman I loved, all I had left was this power.
Who was your voice
Convinced
actor,
myself that
Namatame?
world was some sort of sanctuary, and I secretly believed myself to be a hero.
Mm-hmm.
I never doubted
It's
what I saw on
buddy.
TV, and believed everything was as I wanted it to be.
Hmm.
I didn't think for myself at all. That's why I couldn't protect them.
Yo, oh my god, this guy was a billion voices in Call of Duty.
I'm to blame for all of this.
No, you're not, Namatame. It's okay. What's done is done. What's done is done, Namatame. It's okay. You're here now. You had a good intention.
But the things I've done are too serious to be brushed aside like
No, you're not going to jail on my watch.
I have no intentions of running away from my crimes. I'm prepared to face the consequences.
No, you're staying here.
Kidnapping is already a serious crime. And on top of that, I put all those lives in danger. I'm sorry.
You're okay, buddy.
The Midnight Channel and the other world, you can hardly be blamed for failing to understand them properly.
Mm-hmm.
We must apologize to you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Had we let our emotions blind us to the truth, we would have piled all the responsibility on you.
I guess from your point of view, people did stop dying once you started saving people.
Yeah, I mean,
you did it, the more
did.
you really believed you were preventing their deaths.
It's okay.
I'm such a joke.
No. No, you're not.
I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tired.
Okay, buddy, go back to bed.
What are you all crammed in here for?
Don't worry about it, Busta.
My apologies. We'll be leaving now.
Wait,
Yes.
I beg you. Please, find whoever's behind this. You children are the only ones who know about that world.
That's our plan.
It's all clear now. He never committed any murders. It was another party who threw the first two victims into the TV.
This person's gonna think we're crazy. Take another step towards the truth. Hey, yo. Easy. Bum.
Now get out of here!
Yeah.
I told you, he's almost ready to be transported. We can't have anything else happen. Sheesh. I better not see you rascals here again.
Nah, we're good. Don't worry.
Nanako-chan looks like she's in pain. She's fighting for dear life.
This was the last place we saw Teddy, right?
Yeah?
How can he flake out like this when we have to find the real killer?
No, he's not flaking out.
The police
Teddy's
consider the matter
probably
closed.
doing something.
We'll
I
have
don't
to
know.
do all the investigation from here on out. Let's revisit Saki-san and Miss Yamano's incidents and see if we can turn up fresh details.
But it's been over 6 months. Wouldn't the trail be cold by now?
I know, but we can't give up. We're the only ones who understand what's really going on.
We have
And
to
you
help
never
him.
know. People might remember some things now because they've had so much time to think about it. Let's split up and talk to people all over town tomorrow.
Oh my
we'll meet up
God.
in the evening to discuss our findings.
Investigation time.
I hope we can find out something about Teddy, too.
Yeah, I miss him. Where is he? I need the bear puns in my life. Excuse me. When I finally uncover the information that leads you to the crew chalk point, you need to decide to go home early and get some rest. Alright, this is it. I think it's all leading up to this. Oh my god, that was like 40 minutes. Alright, time to go sleep. We got to investigate. My favorite, I remember, it's funny, because I remember being like, wow, we actually investigate? But now that I know what investigating entails, I don't want to do it anymore. Yeah, we just need to talk to people. This fog sure is dark and creepy, isn't it? Oh, you have a question for me? About the murders. A little while ago, they said a suspect had been caught. It was the newspaper. It was in the newspaper. It was that Namatame-san, right? I remember seeing him around from time to time. Oh, how horrible. It really does frighten me. I don't recall seeing any other strange people, so I'm pretty sure he's the culprit. Is it true that there are no other suspicious individuals? Perhaps you should ask someone else about this. Okay. Hello. Can I help you? Recall anyone suspicious? Suspicious person, now that you mention it, my friend was saying that she saw someone. I think she's wandering around the shopping district, so why don't you ask her? Alright. What is it? Recall anyone suspicious? Told you I saw someone suspicious? Oh, that. You remember Saki Konushi, don't you? You know, she passed away a while ago. She told me she had the... She told me how the Namatama person came to her one day and started spouting all this craziness. Something about the TV. I wonder what that was all about. Her relation to Saki? His relation to Saki? Sorry, I don't know what you're implying, but you got it all wrong. Saki was a good girl. It's not just people... It's just that people misunderstood her. She must be referring to the time when Namatame tried to warn Saki. It seems the things about Namatame making advances on Saki was a misunderstanding. Alright, now we just talked to everybody. I'm not putting this in the video. Oh my god. Huh. I found one guy in a corner I needed to talk to. Okay. They all basically said the same thing. They were like, I don't know anything about them fogs.
Seriously pooped. This stuff's a lot harder when you don't have a badge to flash. I walked around all day and didn't hear anything good.
I mean, we found something relatively
same for
good.
Me. There was absolutely no talk about the case whatsoever, let alone the true culprit.
Ditto for me.
True culprit. The culprit.
Actually, in my case, I kept getting bombarded with questions and couldn't get them onto the main subject at all.
Well, because you're
The
resent.
killer must be pretty good to have pulled this off without being seen by anyone in this small town.
What should we do?
What if there's
Well,
someone not from the
one
small
steak bowl, please.
town?
That's not what I meant. But then again, I guess we might as well take a break. I'll have a crab and egg fried rice.
Crab it.
I'll have roast pork ramen with extra noodles.
Crab is gross.
Now that our tummies are full, let's share what we learned, even if it wasn't much.
Good plan, good plan, good plan. You spoke with everyone about the information you gathered today.
So, to sum up, there really was no new information. The end?
The police had an unusually large number of officers in their initial investigation of the first two incidents. To find facts that even they overlooked would be difficult indeed, now that over half a year has passed. There wasn't a single report of suspicious persons being witnessed to begin with. Miss Yamano had ardent fans, whereas Saki-san didn't. But otherwise, the conditions are the same.
You know, every time I tried to ask about the case, everyone ignored me and kept ranting about the damn fog.
Yeah, that or the Midnight Channel. I asked around about Teddy too, but no one's seen him. Gee, I wonder where he could have gone.
He's being a big boy
Do you
somewhere.
have anything, Naoto? Any new, deductions?
Without any new data to work with, there isn't much I can do. But there must be someone in town who meets all the criteria for this case. The killer must have a connection to both Saki-san and Miss Yamano, as well as be in a position to observe our actions periodically to some extent. Finally, it must be someone who could approach Senpai's house without arousing suspicion. I need some fresh air before I give it more thought. I'll be outside.
Kanji gonna go with her? Kanji gonna go with her? Kanji didn't go with her. Get some fresh air. Oh, we're gonna have a 1-to-1 with Nato out here?
It's snowing. No wonder it's chilly.
Huh.
It's freezing out here. Maybe this'll help clear my head and get my deductive muscles flexing. Hey, is it snowing? Too bad
Correct.
the fog's so thick. The snow just gets lost in it.
There must be something we overlooked. It's urgent you get over the roadblock facing you. The clues you need must be in your hand.
What's the matter?
You should get over everything you know one more time. The culprit must have some sort of connection with both Miyamano and Saki Konishi. And judging by the warning letters, the culprit must likely know about the other side and what you did there. It's highly likely that they also knew what Namatame was doing and stood back to watch. Who would all know these things? Another oddity about the case is that there were almost no witnesses. Both warning letters seem to have been directly to your house, but no one saw anyone suspicious. No one unusual was seen around Miss Yamano or Saki Konishi either. Despite the police dispatching an unusually high number of officers to perform a thorough investigation, there was just someone in this small town who fits all the facts. Oh god. Okay, well, it's not the boys and Yukiko. It's none of these people. No. Okay, here's where we gotta start narrowing them down, right? Dojima and Nanako. No. Like, Nanako, well, she's in the hospital, first of all. And she couldn't have done that to herself. Rotaro, I don't think you would do that to Nanako. Adachi, he both came from the city. I'm pretty sure he said he came from the city like Namatame did. Namatame, no. Oh my god. Okay, well, not these two. They're dead. He's dead. He's already been in jail. Wow, you're really bringing out everyone here. Hanako? No. No. Ko, Daisuke, no. Oh god. Oh my god. Well, the only person that I can think of is Adachi, right? But I don't know how that fits anything. Look at the circumstances can't possibly... The only one that fits him is coming to our house without raising suspicion. He would have been able to approach your house with ease, and he knows the area well. Thinking about it, you encountered him many times while investigating. That is true. I pointed this out, but literally every time we got stuck, he came to us and was like, oh, here's information. And then was like, wait a minute. I shouldn't have told you that. You learned much about the... Yeah. There's not exactly a reason to doubt him, but something is bothering you. It's not actually Adachi, right? However... Huh. Should you tell your friends about your suspicions about Adachi being the culprit? Yes. It's just a suspicion, boys. Don't worry about it. He spoke Adachi's name.
Huh? What about him?
Detective Adachi. A member of the police force. That is an interesting approach. It would certainly explain the lack of witness reports. It's the same reason no one ever reported seeing Namatame's truck.
This is a small town, so everyone must have known who he is. And since he's a detective, people definitely wouldn't have thought of him as being suspicious.
In fact, he could use his position to his advantage and hide critical information.
Huh. Well, if you think of it that way, I guess it's possible. But we're talking about Adachi here, right? I mean, really? Adachi? He's your textbook lousy detective. Are we really on the right track here?
Actually, regarding Detective Adachi...
Oh god, the spooky music.
I'm not sure how to put it, but there's something that's been bothering me about him for some time now.
Yeah?
Perhaps it's just my imagination, so I shouldn't speak too...
That was adorable, Nato.
It's cold. I think we've cooled down enough here. Let's go back in.
No. Alright, boys.
Adachi-san? That can't be. I mean, he said he came to escort Miss Yamano and...
What? Was he at your inn when the announcer was staying there?
Wait, was he?
When Miss Yamano was staying at our inn, the media were swarming all over it. That's when Adachi-san arrived, saying he'd been assigned to guard her. He told our waitress that fame could be rough.
Guard her? He didn't spend the night there?
I wonder if he knew Ms. Yamano.
I don't know about that.
Why were we ever told about this?
To a girl in my class. I found out this afternoon, but I thought, that's just how cops are. So I didn't think it had anything to do with the case.
Detective Adachi also questioned Saki-san, the one who found the announcer's body, on numerous occasions. I heard it was because there was so little information about the case at the time, but it's certainly unusual to question someone with as strong an alibi as hers multiple times.
Then you think he had something else on his mind?
And
I
that
got
something is what
murder on
connects
my
those two
mind.
victims to Adachi-san? Come to think of it, we've been running into that guy a lot.
Yeah.
In all sorts of places. And every time he'd tell us what the police were doing before saying, "Oops, I said too much," and clamming up. Was that all to throw us off the trail?
It would be no problem for him to drop that warning letter into your mailbox either.
Yeah, that's like the least
Not to
suspicious
mention
person
the
to
fact
come
that
to
he
my
can
house.
destroy any evidence that might point to him.
Kanji coming to my house is more suspicious than him. Various... What is that word? Peculiarities have begun to cast a suspicion shadow on Adachi.
Then, is it really Adachi-san?
Don't worry, boys, we're all gods. It's him, alright.
This is still only a tentative theory. We should work to confirm it as soon as possible. This is Naoto Shirogane. Something has occurred to me about the case, and I'd like to get Detective Adachi's input on it. Huh? The transport? It's right now? Right,
Dude, he's about to
Thank
kill
you.
Namatame.
What was that about a transport?
Detective Adachi is headed to the hospital to prepare for Namatame's relocation. We must head there at once.
Yeah, he's about to, like, murder him, probably. Things are moving quickly now. You feel like you're getting closer to the truth. Truth seekers. Dang, I have leveled up this judgment more than I have leveled up Kanji in the entire 6 months I've known him. That's a feels bad.
Huh? What are you guys doing here?
Don't speak to us,
I know where
Adachi.
Dojima-san went. They told me he snuck out of his room again.
I assure you, we've made it clear to him several times that he needs to stay put, but he keeps going off on his own.
Jeez, with Namatame finally relocated, I was looking forward to going home.
You ain't go.
So, he's been relocated. I've been wondering. You seem to be in a terrible hurry to get him out of this hospital.
Huh? Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we can't leave him here with Dojima-san and Nanako-chan around. Didn't you guys think so too? Hey, what are you doing here anyway? Nanako-chan's room is in the other wing. Don't you think you should leave before Dojima-san finds you? If he catches you, he'll start pestering you again.
Listen here, buddy.
Adachi, where's Namatame? There's been a lot of noise today for some reason.
Dojima-san, what are you doing here? Namatame's already been relocated. I was looking for you so I could tell you that.
You did what? Who authorized that? There's still more I need to ask him about.
Give me a break, Dojima-san.
Those first two murders have been bothering me. His motives are shaky and his alibi is rock solid.
Oh.
We closed a lot of loopholes on the basis of his testimony. But that part's still nagging at me.
Don't worry, Dojima, we solved the
This
case.
more of your detective's intuition.
Yo, Adachi's
He's already
fucking
been relocated.
gaslighting him.
It's no use hassling me about it. And you kids should really get home too. You're gonna get in the way of police business.
Oh, Adachi, you're
What's
acting
gotten
this.
into you today? It's odd to see you taking work so seriously.
Come on. I'm always giving 110% when it comes to the job.
Oh no, it's Adachi.
You should get back to work too, Dojima-san. Your current assignment? Get better as soon as possible.
What are you all doing here?
We came to confirm something with Adachi-san.
Should question Adachi. Guess it doesn't matter, right?
Why wouldn't I question her? She discovered the announcer's body.
Oh, Adachi, you're
But she
so
didn't know
screwed.
much about it, so I only talked with her once or twice.
Dun 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 dun.
The time the announcer went missing? I can't say for sure offhand. It's not like I saw her or anything.
Oh.
It was months and months ago, too. My memory's kind of hazy that far back. Was that all you wanted to ask? Well, I hope it helped.
There's still something you need to question Adachi about. The warning letter.
Warning letter?
The one that was delivered to his house. It's in police custody now, correct?
I don't really remember.
Oh no.
Hey, what do you mean you don't remember? I gave it to you to take down to the crime lab for processing. You're telling me you forgot?
I'm sorry. Your accident was right after that, and what with one thing and another, it sort of slipped my mind. Besides, that thing was just a prank, wasn't it?
Oh, Adachi. Oh, no.
Jeez, what are you asking me all this for? For crying out loud, what's this all supposed to be about? Dojima-san, you really need to get back to your bed. That's why your wounds aren't healing. And you all need to go home right now. Do you have any idea what time it is?
Listen here,
back.
Johnny Young
I need to
Bush.
get to the station and report in.
Just one more thing, please. We know for certain now that the first 2 murders weren't Namatame's doing. Someone else killed them. Adachi-san, do you have any idea who that might be?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
'Cause we think it might have been you.
What? That's ridiculous. We already know Namatame's the one who put them all in.
What did you just say?
Oh!
Put them all in. What's this putting them in business?
Oh,
Do
no.
you know something about the method behind their murders?
Oh,
Don't
no.
tell me that all that talk about TVs and whatnot from before was...
I see.
You
Now I
did it
finally
now,
understand.
Adachi.
To tell the truth, Adachi-san, I've been fixated on something you once said. Before I didn't know why, only that it sounded a wrong note to me. Do you recall when I read Namatame's diary? At the scene of Dojima-san's accident. At the time, I said, even the victims who survived and were never released to the public are written here. And in response, your words were, wow. Then that settles it. How, I wonder, would that settle anything? At the time, the police had no idea that
Oh
there
my
had
God,
been
Nata's
other
going in.
attempted murders related to the case. You had no reason to say such a thing. After all, there are countless examples of people disappearing for a few days. Yet when I read the list of names, you raised no objection. Odd that. What do you say to that, Detective Adachi?
I don't know. I said
Oh.
I'm busy.
Oh.
Wait, you son of a bitch! Adachi!
Oh!
Damn it!
Dojima!
Adachi!
Oh! Namatame's Adachi isn't here either.
What the? I swear he ran this way.
He's on the TV!
Damn it! Where the hell did he go?
Did you find him? I contacted security. Nobody's seen Adachi, and there's no record of anyone leaving this area.
He's in the
so
TV.
he must be still in this ward somewhere.
He's still here? But we looked! We didn't find him anywhere!
That bastard.
Dojima-san? For heaven's sake, what are we going to do with you?
Like, what is this?
Sorry. I got carried away.
Do you even want to get better? If you keep this up, there could be lasting damages. Have you forgotten how much trouble it caused you last time?
You're right. Sorry. You've got to find Adachi. I need to square this away with him. Please.
He's in the TV. He's in the TV. I have come to this conclusion.
He hasn't left this ward yet? I don't think he would. But could he have...
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. If he's the killer, he can go through, right?
You mean he went in through here?
We searched every inch in the direction he ran off. There's nowhere to hide. I don't think we could have missed him.
He was cornered. It's highly probable that he escaped there. If he does indeed turn up on the other side, that should prove beyond a doubt that he is the true culprit.
Damn. So I guess we were right. What do we do now?
I think it's too dangerous to go in from here.
We don't know where we'll end
We're
up.
not 100% positive he used this TV. And on top of that, we don't know where it might lead. Let's go in from Jeunesse, like always.
I agree.
It'll be fine. So long as we're ready for him, we'll crush that jerk in one strike.
You're extremely suspicious detective with Dachi. You're taking another step closer to the truth. May. What? I don't know why I said May. My bad. You split up for today and you all went back home. Dun, 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 dun.